Speaking of black walnuts, this is a black walnut tree. As you can see, the leaves on the branches here as I come down. Right there, you can see kind of a close-up of what the leaves look like. Of course, we're here in the fall, so normally they'd be green. And we'll walk over here to the tree and show you what the bark looks like. Alright, so here we are at the tree, and as you can see, it's a very rough bark, scaly, and it's a very robust tree, and easily recognizable. You'll look down here, especially this time of year, you're going to find a lot of walnut holes down around it where the squirrels have been cutting. You can see quite a bit of them all over the ground, along with the holes that they were eating, that they basically, chewed off, discarded. And give me a second and I will show you some of the regular black walnuts. One of my neighbor squirrels, as you can see, he's hanging out, checking me out. I live in the city, so I can't shoot him and have him for dinner, but he likes to talk to me every time I come out here and collect the walnuts. He doesn't like that I take them. Barks at me and my dog. But that's one of my friendly squirrels around here. So I went ahead and collected up a lot of black walnuts, and as you can see, they come in different sizes, and some of them are very round. Usually tend to be very small nuts. Next process is going to be to hull them. It's a very simple process. Just make sure you wear gloves, and it's just a little twisting action on them, the nuts inside, and I'll show you those here in a minute. Alright, so as you can see, I went ahead and hulled them out, and I've actually dried them. It takes a while to do. What I did to speed up the process was actually put them in the oven at the lowest setting. I propped the door open on the oven to let the air out, because these are very moist from where the holes are left on there. A little bit of strings and different stuff on there. If I move this, you can see a lot of the debris that falls out once they're dry. It's like a fine powder almost, and some of them get a little cracks in them. And but what I'll show you next is what they look like once you crack them. All right, hold on a second. So basically, what I did after I hulled the black walnuts is I just went ahead and discarded all the holes out here next to this black walnut tree. Again, you can get a good look at what the bark looks like, and it's a really nice tree. I've been told it takes about 75 years for a black walnut tree to mature and start to produce its fruit, and that they only produce once every other year. Alright, well, it's a little hard to do, but you can see I've already cracked one there, and you can see this one's got a small crack in it right there. So kind of encourage it and break it apart. And as you can see, there's basically 4 chambers into this. Very different from an English walnut. It's very thick walls. If you get you some side snips, it'll help you get in here and kind of pull this apart. Snip these. It's kind of hard to do right now with one hand, but get in there, snip out this centerpiece, and work at it. Get a meat pick, and it'll help pull that out. Get to this right here. And that's going to help. And give me just a second. I'm going to get this piece right over here out. Okay, so I went ahead and snipped that little piece out there, and hopefully get some of this meat out. And you can see, it's a very, it's not like it's a small nut or anything. It's very meaty. Another piece over here. Very meaty, very, very good. If you've ever had black walnut ice cream, it's you know what the flavor's like. If you haven't, you're really missing out. But what I normally do is I just go ahead and put these in mason jars and vacuum seal them. I've also tried vacuum sealing them in some, sorry for the train, but I've also vacuum sealed them in plastic. So hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions about black walnuts, how long they last, if you leave them in the hole, make sure you harvest the nuts out of them within a year. Usually takes, if you dry them normally without an oven, a month to 2 months if you've got them in some type of an airy sack, like an onion sack or cheesecloth, something that you can hang with a lot of air movement. You want to make sure that they don't mold. And trying to think of something else you might want to know. Yeah, once you get them, they last a few years. Even out of their shell, and they're really good. And maybe sometime, oh, I lost a piece. Maybe sometime I'll have a contest or something, and maybe give up some of these black walnuts. I don't know if you guys would like that or not. If you would, let me know. Let me know what you're interested in. If there's something you want to learn, maybe I know how to do it and can do an instructional video. If I don't know how to do it, I'll let you know. Please, rate, comment, like it, share, let your buddies know about my channel, and God bless. One of the things my mom shared with me was, as a child, she remembers her dad collecting black walnuts and then laying them out on the shed roof with some chicken wire over them, of course, keep the squirrels from getting to them, to let them dry. Of course, I use an oven, but you could use a dehydrator if you put them on the different shelves and let it go. And then she remembers sitting around the table with her daddy and a brick, and this is just a paving stone, and her daddy cracking the walnuts with the hammer, and her and her sister and her brother and her mom sitting around picking the meat out of the walnuts, so her mom could can them and put them in the, man, it looks good. I'm gonna have to eat it. Anyway, oh man. So, that's good. If you got black walnuts around you, something to do. It's October. Up here in Indiana, they're falling everywhere. I know I got a friend up in California, or I got a friend in California too, but I got a friend over in Canada, up in, I gotta crack that one again, up in Ontario, and his are ripening up and falling out of the tree also. So if you got them around, it's something great to do. It's spend time with some family, sit around, crack these walnuts, pick the meat out, make yourself some vanilla ice cream, mix in some black walnuts. Oh, good stuff. Sprinkle them on a pie, or some bread, black walnuts, fantastic. And you know, do whatever you want. There's a 100 different recipes online that you could find. Again, on my channel here, we're going to talk a little bit about cooking. I'm going to do a sourdough starter for those of you that are interested. And we'll go through the process of making a sourdough starter, and then maybe baking a loaf of bread with it. And maybe a couple different types of bread. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Again, please, like, rate, comment, share, let your buddies know about my channel, and God bless. How you doing, Tippy? This is my dog Tippy. She's out here watching me crack the walnuts. She's very interested in seeing what it is. Don't you eat the walnuts. But she's a good dog, and she's new to YouTube, so she doesn't know how to be a good actress. But she's only 3 years old, so she's still just a puppy, aren't you, Tippy? Yes, you are. Yep. But I got her when I worked for the Department of Corrections. Her brother is actually a narcotics dog there at the prison. So, but I took her. And she's my buddy. So, everybody say hi to Tippy. Tippy. Yep, she's a good girl. Alrighty. So that's enough of Tippy. Say goodbye. Tippy. Say goodbye.